The World Cup in Qatar has been a complete and total PR disaster so far. Not only are they banning things left and right, including alcohol, but of course you have activist journalists who have decided ever since it was announced it would be in Qatar, a country whose system of values is inherently very different from that of most Western countries. These activist journalists decided that they were going to see how far that they could push it. They were going to try to show just how mean these Qatar people are. And as a result, you shouldn't be surprised if you get a bit of pushback as well. World Cup journalists stopped by Qatari security for wearing a pride shirt. And in fact, he was detained for a little while. This is what this CBS journalist decided that he was going to wear to try to go to the World Cup. And this is his thing, Grant Wall right here. I'm sure he's getting a lot of attention for this. Just now, security guard refused to let me into the stadium for USA Wales. You have to change your shirt. It's not allowed. And obviously, this is the shirt in question. It's a rainbow with a soccer ball in the middle. Now, that's not necessarily disallowed by the World Cup. And even when you look at the rules, as long as it's not sitting there basically inherently like a political messaging statement that's well known, they're probably going to let it through. And inevitably, that is what happened. But he got a lot of attention for talking about being detained for a while, didn't he? But let's see right here. About a half hour later, Wall was admitted into the stadium without having to change his shirt. I'm okay, but it was an unnecessary ordeal. Am in the media center still wearing my shirt. Was detained for nearly half an hour. Go gays, rainbow. And it's interesting how all of this is playing out. You see people on both sides. Some are celebrating this person. Some are blasting this person for inherently trying to politicize this and what he was trying to do was to get kicked out and say, look at these mean Qatari people. Look at that. They won't let me wear my pride shirt in. Well, the results for this guy have been a little bit mixed. Let's see. We're going to go through a bunch of these right now. Tell me that Qatar was a terrible choice for an international event without telling me Qatar was a terrible choice for an international event. Here's someone, as a Qatari, I'm proud of what happened. I don't know when will the Westerners realize their values aren't universal. There are other cultures with different values that should be equally respected. Let's not forget the West is not the spokesperson for humanity. And it's a good point. If someone from the Middle East it's part of their culture to stone gay people, right? If that's what it is, or throw them off two-story buildings, whatever it may be. They come here to the United States and they did that, there'd be people that would be upset because our value system is inherently different. Now, I'm sure a lot of the woke progressive left, they'd be fine with people from every other country coming and completely taking over white America. I'm sure they'd be completely and totally okay with it. However, the majority of America would not be okay. We would be upset if someone came to our country and did something like that was inherently completely different than our values. Do I think that gay people should be thrown off buildings? No. Do I think people should be stoned for, sleeping with another man outside their marriage? Absolutely not. But when you're going to a country where that's the way that they operate or whatever, you shouldn't be surprised if you're held to a different standard there. And that's what's happening to a lot of these activists right now. What they do in Qatar when nature provides a rainbow. Neymar finding out he can't do rainbow flicks at the World Cup. It's funny how you, a Western lefty, thought you could somehow force a change in a country whose traditions and beliefs about these issues have been literally unchanged since the 7th century. Go change your shirt. Your rants are very unnecessary. If you were truly against the World Cup being held in Qatar, I don't know why it's doing this right now on the screen, you simply wouldn't be in the country and you certainly wouldn't attend the games. I think the term you're looking for this behavior is virtue signaling. Hope this helps. Enjoy the game. And that's 100% what it was, right? It is a virtue signal from this guy to try to gain clout and to try to gain attention. Here's another one. You're not going to shame Muslims into compliance. Instead of seeking tolerance, you demand acceptance. Now you're in a country where you'll be granted neither. Muslims respect the laws of the countries they visit. You'd be wise to respect their laws when visiting my dude. So a lot of people are slamming this dude right now, while of course some people are also going to be celebrating him. Either way, It's just more of a nightmare for the World Cup, which has been a disaster so far when it comes to the things that they're allowing in, the people who they're allowing in, the alcohol that got banned everywhere, even though Budweiser is a massive sponsor for FIFA for the World Cup. It's just a huge disaster all around. But what do you guys think about this specific thing? Do you think this guy was pushing the boundaries? Did he deserve to be detained? Is he just looking for clout? Is he just virtue signaling? Let me know in the comment section below. Smash a like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell for notifications, share this video out there, and I'll talk to you later.